up? This is Z-Trip. We're out here at Coachella, Sunday, last day of Coachella.
So, you mentioned that you recently had some surgery. How did that come into your set last night? How was it?
Well, yeah, I actually had broke my collarbone snowboarding about 4 weeks ago and had surgery. 8 pins and a bar, trying to fuse my bone back together. It actually separated and did that. And a little piece went off, so it's kind of a mess. But so I'm on the mend, and I really wasn't supposed to DJ last night and use my hand, but I kind of had no choice. I had to sort of had to do it, you know. And it was the set was great, and I had a good time, but I'm definitely sore right now. So I could use another 2 weeks of no movement, but what are you gonna not do Coachella? So it's like I had to do it.
Now, how many Coachellas have you played now?
4.
4.
Yes.
Do you ever repeat songs?
At Coachella?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to go back and look at it. They were staggered over time, so I can't really say that I remember if I did repeat a song or not. Maybe 1 or 2. It's quite possible.
Yeah. What do you think is the most sampled song this year at Coachella? Did you catch any of the other DJ acts?
The song that was most played by the DJ acts. That's a good question. There was a couple that I heard. I think Pon de Floor, probably Major Lazer was a big one. I had it in my set as well. Heard a couple other people play it. Riverside was another big one. You know, those are all the sort of the big clubby tunes. You know, always get a big reaction. And then oddly enough, you know, you still always hear the songs like, you know, Smells Like Teen Spirit thrown in or whatever, Jump Around. I mean,
Ace of Base too.
Yeah, I heard that one as well.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool though. I mean, to be honest, like I think it's, you know, those are, if you don't hear those at a festival, you know, something's wrong. Those are sort of festival staples.
Yeah.
But the thing I do enjoy is the diversity in actually having songs that you don't even know are coming, and those to me are the things that I enjoy the most, because you have to sort of balance between the festival sure shots and the things that you want people to hear, the new stuff you're trying to throw at people.
What's something new that you're trying to throw?
Oh well, I threw a mix of this band Dub Trio that I'm a big fan of, and they're like a metal band that actually fuse a lot of dub, like traditional reggae dub music together. So I actually did a bit with their stuff in my set. Some other funk stuff I dropped. You know, it's all the things I like to drop in between the hits, you know. That's sort of my personal favorite thing, and I think also there's also plenty of fans out there that want that as well, and you have to sort of be cognizant of that you don't just play full-on festival tunes and just leave it at that, because then, you know, the person who wants a little bit more kind of is left like feeling like, wow, I could have heard those tunes by anybody. So
yeah.
It's important to get the right mix, and for me also, I take it a step further and try and mix different styles of music. So whether it be dubstep and hard rock and metal and classic rock and hip hop and house, whatever, electro, I try and put that all in together, and that's sort of my goal, is to get as much going on in my set as possible.
Yeah, totally. So is there a big difference between a set that you would build up for a festival and one you would do for a club?
Oh, completely. They're completely different animals. Some have a lot of the same elements, but a festival is a little bit more about like really focusing in on a bit more of a show, and you want to sort of do bits and pieces that are have a bit more showmanship to them. Whereas a club, you almost want to reel that back and have it be a little bit less of that and a bit more of like, I could put my head down and I could be in any club. Whereas a festival, everyone's really watching, so you know, you build in lighting, you build in bits and pieces into your set that are a bit more dynamic, that actually give somebody something to watch. And so it's really, you have to sort of know how to ride the fine line. Because the other thing too is, in a club, you do also want to throw in a couple elements that make it a bit more interesting to the person who isn't maybe necessarily dancing, but you really can't totally drill in the whole, like, you know, here's my show, because it's not really about that at a club. It's a bit more about having a couple drinks and unwinding.
Cool. All right, well, I think that's about it.
All right.